Okay, let's all be honest here. You know why we're here. You always see me complain about Overwatch 2. And I'm going to. Because I love the game. See, I don't want Overwatch 2 to crumble and fall. Because I am not a Marvel Rivals fan, honestly. I haven't tried it. So, keep that with a grain of salt. A grain of salt? I'm keeping it in, I don't care. But I like Marvel Rivals because of how it looks. The graphics ain't for me, man. I like the Overwatch 2 graphics. And hey, Marvel Rivals is probably a really good game. It probably is. But it just ain't the game for me. And some people gotta accept that. Because my god, I've seen so many people go to streamers and just say, why are you not playing Marvel Rivals? Playing Marvel Rivals, Marvel Rivals. Like, damn, maybe they break both games. But I'm not getting into that nonsense. I'm here about the three big bads. Widowmaker, Mauga, and Orisa. These have just been ruining the game for the majority of people. And then there's to be something done with it. Because for some reason in the latest patch for the new season, they buffed Orisa, they nerfed Mauga a little bit by a tiny smudge, and did nothing with Widowmaker. Even though everyone's been complaining. They need to get off the high horse and realise that it's not all about stats. It's not all about the win rate. It's not all about how good they do each game. It's about how the community feels. And right now, the community hates these three. They've hated these three for God knows how long. Widowmaker has come out of nowhere because of, Sombra not keeping her at bay. But now Sombra's not here. It's free range for Widow. But Mauga and Orisa, they've been here for ages. And everyone just hates them all the time. And then they keep on buffing them. I just don't see why. Because, here's one example I always go back to, and I feel like everyone should agree. In Overwatch Pro League, I don't know what it's called now, I keep forgetting the changes. Mauga was just hard meta, and I think he still is, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm sorry, right? I don't think any of the pros are happy that they have to play that tank. Obviously, they won't say all that, because I assume it's under some agreement or something. But no one likes Mauga. He's just unfair? Not unfair. What is it? Boring to play. The same kind of movement every game. And he's not unique. He's just as basic as he gets. And I just don't understand. I would love to see more matcha games in Pro League every time. Or just in normal games. Because I'm sorry. We got a buff from last season, and in the developer comments, it says something around the lines of, he was underperforming. I'm sorry, but I've seen him in so many games, and each time, if you did not counter swap him, or play Mauga, you were most likely gonna lose, or your teammates will complain at you for not switching. Because when I was playing DPS last season, and they had the Mauga and we had a Reinhardt or something, and it just didn't switch, we got smoked. It's that simple, man. Because Mauga is just that oppressive and annoying. It is one hero that needs to go out of this game. I will suggest some tweaks, some little buffs they could do, some nerfs they can do to each hero. But for Mauga, there's not really much they can do. They got two options. It's flat and simple. They rework him somehow. I do not have a rework for him, but I have a rework for Widow. I don't have a rework for Mauga. There's nothing you can rework him for. Or you just remove him from the game. And I feel like they need to just remove him from the game. He is unfun for Pro League players. I will stick by that because I damn well think everyone hates him, but they can't say anything. It's unfun for the casual players. And it's unfun for the competitive players. It is unfun for every single kind of player that's in your player base. So I really do feel like they should just remove him flat out. Obviously, do I think they're going to do that? No. Because developers have done a lot to, get him in the game. But I really feel like he needs to go. He really does. And now I'm not saying I blame the developers on that, but they fumbled it big time. They really did. So I do feel like they need to, address the Mauga situation, the Orisa situation, and the Widow situation. They have not gave us anything to go off of besides the patch notes. And that's it. All we get is these small developer comments for each one, and that's it. We need some details of what is going on over there. Because we're just in the dark. Every patch, they just flop somehow, one way or another. And I think everyone's getting sick of this. That's why so many people are over Marvel Rivals. That's why so many people are just saying, go and play Marvel Rivals. Because the developers are not telling us what is going on. And I hope they do, man. I really want this game to succeed, to stay alive, because I love it. This is like the one game I've actually played consistently for over 4 months. Like, content creation-wise. I haven't done it for anything else yet. And I don't want to, have to switch to another game. I really don't, because I love this game. But enough about that. Let's go to, obviously I've said about Mark, there's not really much Reworks they could do. Maybe they could think of something. But honestly, just moving for the game. He's unfun. Unfun for the players around him, unfun for the enemy team, unfun for the player itself playing it. And it's just not a good time when you are against him or with him. Let's go to Orisa. So Orisa somehow got a buff. Why? They just don't learn. This is going to be the 3rd time now where they micro buff Orisa to be good again. Did they not learn just a couple patches ago when they kept on micro buffing Orisa? Orisa was good again. I just don't get it. They need to understand and learn that no one likes Orisa, no one likes Mark, and they don't want to play with them or be against them. With Orisa, there is some stuff they can change, obviously. They can make the cooldowns a little bit longer on that, because, she has, like, what, 3? Yeah, 3 of them. And they could probably, make them longer, make them shorter, have less health, or, rework. But I feel like they may, what you could do with her is, like, her armor. They made that, like, 15 seconds, something incredible. Like, 15 seconds, and then, her spear's, like, a little bit short, like 4 seconds. I don't know how long it is right now, but just bear with me. And then the spear's like, I don't know, 7 seconds. So you can't, just keep cycling, clicking every button when they're available. So, she can actually be killed for a stretched amount of time. I'm not a developer. I don't know the best buffs, nerfs. But that's just what I'm saying. Because right now, they're going in a direction again where they're going to micro buff Orisa. She's going to be the best tank again. Everyone's going to play Orisa, everyone's going to play Mauga, and no one's going to have fun, especially tank players. But now, we're going to talk about Widowmaker. This may be one of the one times that I will actually say something about Marvel Rivals. Because, again, I don't like the game, not because of how... It's probably a good game, but I haven't played it. I don't like it because of how it looks. Like, the graphics-wise. The graphics ain't for me, Chief. It's that flat and simple. But Marvel Rivals, they made, I think it's called... Was it Black? Yeah, it's Black Widow. Black Widow! That is just a perfect way to make a Widowmaker. It really is. Obviously, they have to nerf it a bit. Because, not all of the heroes in Overwatch are overpowered like Marvel Rivals. So they have to, nerf them a bit. That's a good way to do it. They make it so Widowmaker's a bolt-action sniper instead of, just a sniper rifle. And they can only, do a certain amount of damage. So, like, a headshot can do 150 damage and a body shot's 75 damage instead. Or they can make it so any body shot or headshot 150 damage and then, they have to clean up the rest. Something like that. Obviously, I don't know exactly how much damage she should do, how much damage a headshot, how much damage a body shot, but, the one-shot mechanic needs to go. It's that flat and simple because it just dominates lobbies. But, like, honestly, they need to take a page out of Marvel Rival. They need to take that page and shove it in their book. They really do. Because that is, like, the only thing I've seen that is even close to being a good Widow rework. And it works pretty well. And, give Widow some abilities like the kick thing that Black Widow has. I can't remember the other stuff. Don't blame me. But that's just my thoughts, man. They need to remove Mark from the game, absolutely. They need to rework with Orisa a little bit to make them worse, because just make her bad. Just make her really bad, because that would just be nice. Don't want to play Orisa, man. Get her gone. Just make her bad, and then rework Widowmaker like Black Widow. Or you don't really have any other options, because let's be honest, it's Widowmaker, man. You can't really rework a sniper rifle in a lot of ways. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I just want to quickly say this because I pray they do something, because I don't want this game to die, and right now they are in a fight for their lives against Marvel rivals. Do I think they'll die? Probably not. But they will probably lose a majority of their player base if they do not step up and actually make some good patch notes at least, let alone good heroes. I mean, Hazard, I don't mind Hazard. Hazard's quite nice. They do need to... We need to see what happens with Hazard. I mean, Juno was a damn good one. Juno was amazing. But they need to step up and actually do something now. Because now they have competition, which I'm so happy for, because now they actually have to do stuff, or they'll lose their player base. They need to also, you know, figure out what the game is. Is it a competitive shooter, or is it a casual shooter? They need to figure this out. Because now they cannot, you know, decide, they don't have any more time. They're old enough, and they need to figure out what they're doing. Or they're kicked out. No, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.